Right now it is time for us to check sports, whatever sports we might want to talk about this morning. And we'll start off with, there was more NFL games yesterday, 2 more as a matter of fact. They were games that were postponed this weekend due to COVID-19. But last night, the Los Angeles Rams defeated the Seattle Seahawks 20-10. And in a game that I began to watch but then turned off, Washington was leading. The Eagles defeated the Redskins 27-17. So that's the way the NFL. That's the way the NFL looks right now. And with that in mind, the standings in the National Football League are pretty interesting. And just confused. In the American Football Conference, it's working its way out. The Patriots lead their division with a 9-5 record. The Bills are second at 8-6. Miami is third at 7-7, and the Jets are 3-11. In the AFC North, Cincinnati leads the division. They're tied with Baltimore at 8-6. Pittsburgh is a half game behind at 7-6-1. And Cleveland is only a game behind at 7-7. So every one of those teams is involved. In the AFC South, Tennessee is 9-5. Indianapolis is 8-6. Houston 3-11 and Jacksonville 2-12. In the AFC West, at 10-4, it's the Chiefs. Then at 8-6, the Chargers, the Las Vegas Raiders at 7-7, and Denver at 7-7. In the National Football Conference now, in the East, the Cowboys have a 10-4 record. The Eagles at 7-7, Washington at 6-8, and the Giants at 4-10. In the NFC North, the Packers lead the whole division, the whole league, everybody. They're 11-3. Minnesota is 7-7, Chicago 4-10, and Detroit 2-11. And the South, Tampa Bay is 10-4, New Orleans is 7-7, Atlanta 6-8. And Carolina is 5-9. And out west, Arizona is 10-4. The Rams are 10-4. San Francisco is 8-6, and the Seahawks are 5-9. So that is what it looks like. The playoff picture right now. If the playoffs were to be held right now, the only team that has clinched a playoff spot is the Packers. All right? In the hunt, of course, the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Titans, the Bengals, the Colts, the Chargers, the Bills, the Rams, the 49ers, the Vikings, the Cardinals, and the Buccaneers, and the Cowboys. Now, on the bubble, the Ravens, the Eagles, the Steelers, the Saints, the Raiders, the Washington football team, Miami, the Falcons, the Browns, Carolina, the Broncos, and Seattle. It's a mess. It's a mess. But that's the way it is. Taking a look at NBA action that took place yesterday. The Knicks defeated the Pistons 105-91. I think they were the only local team in action yesterday, as I'm scanning. Yes. Today, the Celtics take on the Cavaliers. And tomorrow, the Knicks take on the Wizards. And the Nets take on the Trailblazers. All right. And, of course, the National Hockey League has suspended play due to COVID-19. So there's not much to report there. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver says the league has no plans right now to pause the season amid the rise in COVID cases. How about this? In New Jersey, I'm not going to go into the story in detail. A New Jersey man had pled guilty to impersonating former Patriots players to obtain Tom Brady Super Bowl rings. Yep, that's right. Oh, well. All right, so now in other stories in sports of other sorts, I guess. Was there more football yesterday? No. But it's coming up because we're in bowl season. We know the Mets hired Buck Showalter as their next coach. And Dennis Rodman, while on a flight, had to be confronted by police because of a mask issue. There you go. All right? All right. That is a check on sports this morning, very hurriedly put together here on Robin Hood Radio.